Hello, peoples of the interwebs, and welcome to my first mega build project ever. This is Tyler Pawlak, aka imaEnderman, and we're looking at my water temple today. And this is my first mega build ever. And so let's get started. We'll start off with a little view around here. We'll just take a little trip around. I tried to keep all the water in it to a minimum and just limit it to some fountains and stuff like that, because I mean it can really become overwhelming, and you see people like building a water temple and making the roof out of water, and that's just getting a little excessive. You can see like on these little towers here, roofs made out of water, but these are more of just like towers of water rather than like an actual tower, so I think it works out a little bit better. So you can see all the windows have a little bit of wood detail in them, and I put some fountains under all of them. And there's also fountains going up the towers here. And it kind of looks like they connect a little bit, but they actually don't. Each one starts with a new fountain. And then there's also some glowstone in there, so everything glows a little bit. The front mural, and then the three front doors with these little, I don't know what you call them. I like to call them feet, because they kind of look like really, really skinny feet. And so that kind of draws you into the building. I'm going to set the fly speed to a little bit lower, so that way I don't zoom around the entire interior. So you can see all the front doors have a little water feature on them as well, just leading into the building. And here we have the inside of the building. You see, nice. It's not really a vaulted ceiling, since that would just go all the way down, but it's a dome. I guess they're kind of like just little mini domes almost. And then a few registers up there, and I tried to make some banners, but it didn't really work out too well. You can see down here a nice little repeating carpet, which will lead over here to a giant spiraling carpet in the center with a podium over it for a speaker. Two little water features on this side, because I needed something to balance out the water feature on the back wall, which you can see here. It has the one fountain that splits into two, has a little channelway that leads it down into two main like reservoir areas. And then the inside of the windows is pretty detailed. I tried to make it pretty deep, since they always say that detail is always much easier to put in if you like make the building thicker. You also see that in some of the older like cathedrals of Europe. You can see the walls are really thick, and so they can get all that art and architecture and sculptures in there. There's a little bit of detail with water along the sides with some iron blocks, but the up here is really not too much of a focus, since you really can't see it too well. Oh, going the wrong way. You can't see it too well through all the pillars, so I didn't really worry too much about it. If you go upstairs, you can actually go onto the balconies outside, and where the fire is, and from there you can see, you come right out of the mural and you can see the towers up here and a little bit of the roof. So let's go over to the towers, and these are made out of water, surrounded by glass blocks, and then on the inside there's a little torch-like thing, I guess. I had a pretty hard time figuring out what I wanted to do for the top of the towers, because I didn't want to just do like the typical like top of like a castle or a giant pointed roof, because I thought it'd look like unoriginal. So I decided to do this, and I mean you never see this on like an actual cathedral, so I think it's unique and fun. The roof is really boring. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty boring.
It's blue. There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh yes, and this is Allie. She'll be popping in every now and then. This is like her like fourth take of doing this, and so in every single all the other ones I always introduced her very early, but she went to get a popsicle when I started recording this, and so now she's just like popping back in. Do you have anything fun and witty to say to liven up the dull mood of this wonderful video? No.
That's not very optimistic.
Well, it's not
you were doing a fantastic job. Fantastic. Good for you.
I am so amazing. That's what I keep telling myself every day. No, okay. So
you are fantastic. Have some popsicle. You bit the.
I bit the popsicle.
Can't. Don't even.
So thank you all for watching. This is my first mega build ever, the water temple. I'll provide a link for a world download in the description, so if you want to check it out in further detail, you can. And so look for more mega builds in the future. I really enjoyed doing this one. And I'm also going to be starting I'm going to create my own survival map, and so I'm going to be documenting that a little bit as I go through, and I'll post videos of that up pretty regularly. So I'll subscribe, like, comment, do all that sort of fun stuff that every single YouTuber tells you to do, and I'll see you next time.